Hey, I'm so here. Did I just say I'm so? Muthoni here. I'm starting a new segment where I'll be telling you guys cool kick-ass stories that happen in my life, because I do meet a lot of randomness in my life with people, with events, with a lot of ish. And just before I go on, if you would like to know how I achieved this look, I'm gonna leave the link in the description box, and it's over here. So yeah, so yes, let me tell you about what happened to me. How some raggedy ass black person just like me was all racist upon my face. So this happened over the holidays. The most racist thing that has ever happened to me directly was when a street kid asked my white friend for money instead of me, and they asked $4. Okay? They asked, "Can I get $100?" And I was like, okay, cool. So that was the most racist thing that had ever happened to me until during the holidays we went to the coast. Okay? So my best friend and I, B, we went to this beach bar. I'm gonna name it, it's called 40 Thieves. So we went there. I had to do a bit of work, so I carried my machine. We'd gone there with some friends. They had to go drinking, so B decided to sit with me. We were hungry, we hadn't eaten all day. So we sit down, and like any other restaurant anywhere else in the world, we expect it to be served, because it's not like we're getting these services for free, right? We're paying. So we sit down, and we're waiting for someone to come and ask us, like the kind people they should be, what we want to have. We waited until this waitress, so she's walking from another table going to wherever they place their orders. So she's passing by, and we stop her and we're like, "Yo, can we get the menu?" So she's like, "Oh yeah, nakuja, coming." So like, cool. So we wait, and after a couple of minutes, this group of like 7 white people walks in, and I think 4 or 5 of these waitresses ran towards them. Like, they literally ran. And we're like, okay, I guess we ain't white enough. Let's wait. So they went. One of them won because they were running, and they took their orders and went. We're still waiting for the menu, mind you, because they ran with the menus. Like, Lord, where do I even start? So we're waiting. No one cares that we're waiting. So the same woman passes with drinks going to another table. So we stop her, we're like, "Yo, we're still waiting on the menu." And she's like, "Oh, sorry, I'm coming." We're like, "Okay, yeah, you've been coming for 30 minutes, we're still waiting." She goes. She didn't come back. And then another waitress is coming through. We stop her and we're like, "Yo, we've been asking for a menu for the past 30 minutes and no one has given it to us." She's like, "Oh, let me get it for you." Lord Jesus. Guess what happens? The white people get served. We haven't gotten our menu. They're getting their food. And I was like, okay, cool. I guess I should change my race then. And honestly, any other day I'd have blown the hell up, because that's the kind of person I am. I cause drama. But that day I was so frustrated because I was trying to get a project finished and I was having crappy internet. I didn't have enough charge on my laptop, and I'm like, what the hell? So I'm there, and B is just chilling on her phone because she's like, "Okay, I'm just waiting." And I'm the one who blows up. So I hadn't gotten to that point. So I'm asking her, "Oh my God, when are we getting served?" So finally, the menu comes. B goes through it, and at this time I'm like checking my stuff. She goes through it and she makes her order, and I'm like, I have to go through it before I make my order. Because we had it for like 2 seconds before she was back asking, "Have you decided what you're gonna have?" So she comes with B's drink after I think like 10-15 minutes, and then I'm looking through it, and then I'm like, cool, so can I have a smoothie? Woman looks at me and tells me this, I swear to you, the blender isn't working. I'm like, why the hell are you guys open in the first place? Like, if your shit ain't working, why are you open? So the funny bit is, the person sitting next to the table that's next to us, this white woman and some random dude, she's having a freaking smoothie. Like, did you guys go to the neighbor to make that one? And I'm like, really? Okay. So I'm like, what else do you have? She takes me to the alcohol section. I don't drink alcohol. I was asking for a fruit drink because that's what I wanted to have. So I'm looking through their menu, and honestly, there's nothing else to have, because when I asked for fruits, they're like, oh, we don't have any right now. I'm like, why the hell did you bring this menu? You could have just come and told us, yo, we have alcoholic drinks, tea, and sodas. What would you like to have? So I was like, okay, then you'll have to wait before I make my order. So she leaves. So I'm like checking this thing, and I'm looking at me, and I'm like, so what are we gonna have? Because clearly there's nothing here. So we look through their menu, even their foods and stuff. So I'm like, you know what? I think we'll just have fries. I'll have fries. And then she goes like, given the service we're getting here, I don't even think I'm gonna order food. So I'm like, okay, cool. Then we get fries, and Shara was like, cool, let's just have fries, because that whole idea was let's just eat and leave. So we ask for fries. After a while, the fries come through. Dang, they're ugly. Like, Chipo Mutu is clean and nice. Like, those fries were freaking ugly. And don't forget that this is some high-end restaurant in Diani, where most of their clientele is like white people, and people come to chill there and drink because it's a beach bar. And I'm like, did they pick this shit like from the bottom of the bucket or basket or whatever the place they put their fries at? Because they were dark, and I don't know, like they had some random colors on them, and we're like, okay, we're paying for this. It ain't free. And I'm like, shit. So we ask for ketchup and stuff. And then, so the fries are served in some tiny basket that is, it's like made of bamboo of sorts, and it has like holes. So you can't really put your ketchup in there. And then it's lined, like they put serviettes down, and then they had the fries, and this, should I say this ugly fries? And so we can't put the ketchup in there. So we call this other waitress who's walking by. We're like, actually it was the same one who brought the menu. So we're like, sorry, can we get a side plate? Because we want to dip our, you know, bad looking fries on some ketchup and probably some black pepper. And she goes like, okay. So we wait. The fries are getting cold because this place is breezy. It's by the beach. No one's caring that we're there and we need something. So she goes. She didn't come back. She's serving our people who seemed to be more important than we were. And then we call this other waitress. We're like, yo, we've been asking for a side plate. Can we get one? And she goes like, oh yeah, let me get you one. Yeah. We're waiting. Like, even now it was never brought. So B decides, okay, I'm tired of waiting. I'm just gonna go to this place where they're placing their orders and ask for a plate. So I'm like, okay, cool. So she goes, asks for the side plate. And at this point, I think the manager, I don't know if it's the manager or the supervisor, notices that we're actually frustrated and goes like, sorry. So she asks me, can I help you? What are you looking for? She goes like, we've been asking for a side plate and no one is giving one to us. She's like, oh, where are you seated? So she picks one of the waitresses and orders her to bring us a saucer or a side plate or something. So we sit back. So B comes back and we wait, and then after like a couple of minutes, it finally gets there. So the whole idea at this point, we're just like, let's just finish this and leave, because we are freaking tired already. So the side plate finally comes through, and then we had our bad fries. I don't even think we finished them. Then we're like, okay, cool, let's pay. Funny thing is, payment process is very fast, apparently. Like, and this is like, I'm like, why would I tip you after that anyway? Because the reason they weren't serving us was because we're not going to tip them. But like, why would I tip you after such services, you know? So we paid, and we're like, you know what, let's just take a stroll, blah, blah. And we left, but I'm like, I get that they think that we won't tip them, but I'm like, it's because they don't even serve us well. Like, why would I tip someone who keeps me waiting for a menu for more than 30 minutes, yet I can see them serve someone else who came in after me, who is in a group. It's a freaking group of 7 people. There's just 2 of us. 2 people. Like, there's just 2 people. And I'm like, what the hell? So, I'm like, alright, okay, it's fine. I'm black, I get it. Like, you don't have to rub it in my face. So, if these people really want to be tipped by Kenyans or black people who they don't think can tip them, because I would have no problem tipping someone who serves me well, honestly. But after that, please, I work for my money, work for yours. So pissed off at how white people are being treated like they were gods. Cause what? Cause he's gonna give you 20 shillings? Psh, yeah, I'm gonna keep my 20 bob and buy credit with it. So that was my story. I don't know if anyone has ever experienced any kind of racism, especially if it's black on black. Forget black, if it's Kenyan on Kenyan, I would like to hear about it, because honestly, I had never gone through it. I've heard about it, I've read, but I had never been through it. So I would like to hear your stories if you have any. And this is a new segment. So if you guys have a story that you want me to share on your behalf, you can send it to stories@asillyvlog.com. I'm gonna leave that down here. And yeah, let's interact. So as always, feel free to give us your feedback, share this video, and don't forget to subscribe. Bye for now.